minus or negative 2.484. We get now 6 minus 4, 2. And now if we see, we cannot subtract 5 and 8. We cannot take anything from here. So we have to borrow from here. We borrow and we make this as to 10. And then again, you have to borrow and give to 5, make 15, and this will turn into 9. 15 take away 8 is 7. 9 take away 4 is 5. And then we are left with 8 here. And 8 take away 2 is 6, which is minus 6.572. Good job. Thank you. Now we are going to look at how to multiply. When we are multiplying, look at this, 2.36 times 4. Now, 6 times 4 is 24. Carry 2. 4 times 3, 12. And 2, 12 and 2 is 14. 1. 4 times 2, 8. 8 and 1, 9. Now, to place the decimal, we are going to look at the question decimal here. If you see, this is after the decimal, there are two numbers, 1, 2. So what we will do, we will start from the right end and we will do 1 and 2, and then we will place a rest. Good? Okay, let's do the division now. 5.93 divide by 5. One second, it will help. Fine. So what is going to happen is this. Now, if we divide 5 times what is going to be close to 5 is 1. 5 times 1 is 5. Then we are having decimal. So we will put decimal here. Now, 5 times we are going to get 9 down. 5 times what is close to 9 or less than 9, which is 1 again, because 5 times 2 is 10. We cannot take that. So we are going to still take 1. 5 times 1 is 5. Then 9 take away 5, or 9 minus 5 is 4. Then we are going to take 3 down. We are having now 43. 5 times what is close to 43, which is 8. Because 5 times 9 is 45. We cannot take that. So it is going to be 40. We are left with 30, right? We can keep going. So we are having now 30, which is, it is the same division, how you do with the same number, whole numbers, but only thing is that where you see the decimal, that's where the decimal should come. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, here, converting this fraction into decimal. 3, 2 by 5. Now, first of all, we need to make it into an improper fraction, which is 5 times 3, 15, plus 2, 17. We got 17 over 5. Now we are going to divide 17 by 5. So 5 times 3 is 15, right? And then 7 take away 5 is 2. Now we are going to put decimal. We put decimal on top. And then you are, after the decimal, you can put as many zeros. Now we are going to have 0. 5 times what is close to 20 or 20? is 4. 5 times 4 is 20. So our answer is 3.4. All good? Okay. Now we have 8.25, which we are going to make it into a fraction, just like this. So this is what we can do is 8, and we can make it into how many numbers are there after the decimal? 2, right? Yeah, good job. So we can put 2 zeros here and 1. There are 2 ways of doing. One is this way, what is shown, that you can have 8 plus 25 over 100, right? Or you can do the whole thing. Easy one is this. You can have like this, 8 plus 25 over 100, which is going to be 8, 1 over 4. Because 25 times 1 is 25, 25 times 4 is 100. So we get 8, 5, 1 over 4, and which is this one. Even here also we can get the same thing. Good job? Good? Okay. Let's move to the next one. Now, we are going to be multiplying by 10, 100, or 1000. Now, look at 0.3 multiplied by 10. When you are multiplying by 10, you see here 1 0. 10 has 1 0, right? So this is like you can do 0.3 times 10. It is like having 0.1, 0.1, 0.1 times 1, 1, 1, like that, right? So what you can do is you can do like this, 3 over 10 times 10. This cancels and you are left with 3. There are 2 ways of doing it. This is one way you can do is make this into fraction and then multiply by 10, or you can move, how many zeros are there? 1, right? You can show me with your fingers. There is 1 0 here, and after the decimal it is how many numbers? Again, there is 1. So our decimal will move here. One place. It will move 1 place. When it moves 1 place, you are left with 3. Getting it? Understanding? Or confused? Do you want me to repeat? Okay. Let's repeat. Okay. So let's go again. And 0.3 can also be written as 3 over 10. This you guys know up to this one, 3 by 10. Now we are going to multiply by 10, right? So now this is 10 by 1. This, can you divide 10 by 10? Can 10 be divided by 10? Right? So you can divide this 10 by this 10 and you are left with 3 only. Olivia, you are getting it? Now you understand?
Yeah.
Or you're still confused?
I understand.
Okay, that's good. Now, when we will do more questions, you will get it more. Okay, See here, if you read this, multiply the decimal by 10, you can move the decimal one place. You can see here that if we see here, 10 has 110, right? You can move the decimal to the 1 point, right? Dorothy, Alana, are you understanding? Okay, so when we move the decimal to 1, you are left with 3 only. There is nothing here, so that is why we can write 3. Now let's do this one. If we do 2.3 times 10, how many zeros are there in 10? Show me with your finger. 1, right? So we can move this one here and you get 23. Right? You get 23. Or you can do the same way how I did here is 2.3 can be written as 23 by 10 and multiplying by 10, 10 can be cancelled with 10 and you are left with 23. Good? Okay. Now next one. If you see, next one, it will give you more clarification. 1.3 times 10. Now, 10 has how many zeros? 1, right? 10 has 1 0. We are only going to move the decimal 1 point only. When we move the decimal to 1, so our decimal will now come here and our answer is going to be 12 decimal. And if you see the other way, 1.23 can be written as like this. Now, if we cancel 1 0, you are still left with 123 by 10. And you have to write this one as like this. Elena, are you okay? Okay. Now, let's look at the next one. Now, if you see 2.134 times 10. Now, where is our decimal going to come? Can you show me after what number? Can you show me with your fingers? Where is the decimal going to come after what number? Is it going to come after 1 or after 3 or after 4? Yeah, Olivia, it is going to come right here. Right? So when this is going to come here, so this will turn into 21 decimal 34. Right? Okay. Now we are going to multiply by 100. If you see, 100 has how many zeros? Show me with your fingers. 2. Now, our decimal will move 2 numbers. So if you write here 0, 4, and we are going to move 1 and 2. To give the value, we have to put here 0. Because there is no number, so we can put here 0. So this changes to 40. No confusion or still need help? Are you guys good or you need help, still need clarification?
No confusion.
Okay. Okay, let's move to the next one, right?